Hi there and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to optimize and customize your Shopify product page. This is the video number 3 from a series where I show you how to customize your Shopify theme. And we are using the Symmetry theme from Clean Canvas as an example. And I'm happy to announce that this video is being sponsored by Clean Canvas, the company behind the Symmetry theme. Clean Canvas offers multiple themes that are suitable for most niches. So if you are looking to change your store theme, or maybe if you are just starting out and you want to pick a theme for your store, I highly recommend you to check out their themes. They offer a huge number of features and they have a very good support team to help you out if you have any question. And now let's move to my screen and let's start to explore how we are going to customize your Shopify product page. So here I am inside of Shopify, and from here I'm going to Online Store Themes and I will click on Customize. From here, I need you to choose, instead of Homepage, to go to Products and to click on Default Product. Now with Shopify 2.0, we can have different product page templates. So we can create like one layout for a product page that we can apply, for example, to our shoes, and another layout that we can apply to our bags. But in this case in here, we are changing the default product page template. If you want to create a new page template, you go in here and you create a new template, and from the back end you assign the right template. With the same logic we have used to modify and change the home page, we are going to work now because it's the same. The header is also fixed between all of the pages. We have already set up this in video number 2, so we are not going to touch it now. And the footer is also common between all the different pages, so we are not going to touch it. We are going to talk about this part in here, which is the template. In every product page you are going to see, whether you are using the Symmetry theme or any other theme, we have always this section which is the product page. And it's mainly this section you see in here, the section where we have the product image, the title, the price, the description, and the buy buttons. And this section will differ in terms of what blocks you can add within this section depending on the theme you are using again. So in our case, for example, here, when you click on the product page, you can see all the settings of this section. Then when we go in here, we can start adding blocks to it. We will start by clicking on product pages to see what options does the Symmetry theme offer us in terms of modifying this part of the page. So first, they are allowing us to show breadcrumbs, and this is the breadcrumbs. It's the let's say the path we have taken to reach this page. Sometimes if we have passed through the collection page, we might find in here the collection name also. I like to keep them, not for any specific reason, but maybe they could be helpful for SEO, and also I find they are very minimal, so it's fine to keep them, but you can also remove them. You can also decide to change the description position. So instead of showing the description in here, you can decide to show the description below the product images. So if we choose this option, we will have the description in here as well. This block definitely can be removed. Since the description in here is small, I prefer to have it in this area. But if you have a large description, or if you have a lot of information that you need to deliver, you might need to move the description in here and divide it and maybe make it more organized. Okay, so I'm gonna hide this option. And in here we have this option to enable stick on scroll, and this is mainly for the media. So you enable this part to be fixed while I'm scrolling in here. And this is also could be like, let's say, could make sense if your product description is too long, so you need to scroll to read it. But in our case, it's not that important. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it, and it's nice that we have it. After that, we have the media, and this is related to the media size. So we have small, medium, and large. If we go with small, this is gonna be like the small size. If we go with medium, this is the medium, and the medium was the one that were already set up, and then we have the large. Well, it depends on you, but I think the medium is already like good enough. Just waiting for it to refresh. So this is the medium size. I think that the medium already look nice, but if you want to make it even bigger, do you see the scroll? This is the scroll we have enabled in here in this option. Okay, and this is the large. Let's see the large option. It's too large. I prefer to stay with the medium option in here. Okay, you can also define the layout. So do you want the thumbnail to be below the image like this, or do you want it to be 2 columns so you see 2 images at the same time? And you have also other options to pick from. So you have collage, you have collage style too. I'm gonna keep this now because I don't have a lot of photos. This layout makes sense to me. Okay, then we can enable or disable image zoomer, so when people are checking the image, they can make it big and zoom in. If you are selling clothes, I highly recommend you to keep it because many people will like to see the details, especially here with shoes, so I like to keep it. Then we have show alt text over images. I'm not gonna activate this one, but you can do. Okay, then we have other options like autoplay videos, enable video looping, and so on. This will make sense if you have like some videos in here. And you can do media grouping. So if, for example, you are offering a dress and it's in 2 colors, you can tell the theme that when someone picks the variant which is red, to only show, let's say, the images that have the red in their title. This text in here explain how this works, but mainly you just need, like, when you enter the images for your product, to include the color name within the image name. So for example, you put red for all the photos of the red dress, you include blue for all the photos of the blue dress, and when you activate this in here and when they choose the variant, the images will show depending on the color. This is a very great feature, by the way, and it's not yet available in Shopify by default, so I'm very happy that the Symmetry theme offered this option. Also, the other themes by Clean Canva, I guess the Enterprise, for example, offer this option if I'm not mistaken, so it's a common option in their themes. Okay, now after finishing with this, mainly that's it for this for the settings of the product page. Let's go and start exploring the different blocks. So these are the blocks that we have by default. We have the title, which is the product title. We can't change anything about it, and it should be there definitely. We have the price. Also, we can only show taxes if we want. We have the vendor. You can define whether you want to hide this one or not hide it. It depends on your business. Some businesses are resellers, so they sell for other brands, so they like to include the vendor. You can keep it in this case. Then you have the divider, which is the line. You have the variant pickers. We don't have any variant in here, that's why we're not seeing it. We have the buy buttons. So these are the buy buttons, and we have also the description. Okay, since we decided to keep the description in here, I'm gonna move it actually up. I like to have it in this area in here above the buttons. And when I click here on add a block, I can add as much blocks as I want. What I recommend you to do in any of your product pages, and this is actually something I have talked a lot about in this YouTube channel, I recommend you to provide detailed product description. And I recommend you to provide those descriptions and divide them into tabs and into infographics. Because one of the most important things that your customers are looking for is to understand your products and to trust them. And unless you give them enough information about your products, it's hard for them to make up their minds and buy, especially when they are buying something like shoes. We have the sizes issue, we have the quality issue, and so on. I recommend you to use tabs in order to break down the information in forms of questions. So instead of like putting a bulk description, you can have, for example, a tab talking about the size, a tab talking about the quality, a tab talking about the shipping, a tab talking about the sizes, the dimensions, and so on. So this theme allows us actually to add collapsible tabs, and these are the ones I recommend you to use. So you click on add collapsible tab, and you define whether you want the content of this tab to be directly here. So if it's common between all of your shoes, you can put the content in here. So let's say you have the same sizes, like the same size chart for all of your shoes, you can put the information directly in here. But if the tab content is different from one product to another, in this case you need to use Metafields. If you don't know anything about Metafields and how to use them, I highly recommend you to check this video on my YouTube channel because it will help you to understand Metafields. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below and I will be more than happy to reply. But Metafields are there mainly to help you create dynamic content. So you can create like special information for each of your products and link to the Metafields in here. Again, this is a new concept. Maybe you are totally new to Metafields, so check out my other videos as they are going to be clear to you. So once you fill the information in here, I usually like to have, for example, in our case, it could be like dimensions, it could be, sizes, size, it could be, for example, another collapsible tab to talk about shipping, and exchanges, because exchanges are very important in a niche like this one, people might be ordering the shoes and not finding them like a good fit, or maybe they don't like them, so they want to exchange. So it's very nice to put this information directly in here. You can add as much tabs as you want. I think 4 to 5 it could be enough, especially in this small area in here. Let's see what other sections do we have. We have also SKU if you want to show the SKU of your products. You have the barcode also if you want to show it. Some merchants like to show this option, so you can have it in here. This is a new section, by the way, by the Symmetry theme, and many merchants actually like to have it. Also, we have text if you want to add text, a rich text. You can even add a pop-up, a link, an image, and as you can see, we have a lot of things. What I want to talk about actually are two sections. The first one is the fit feature rating, and this section or this feature is amazing for someone who's selling shoes or clothes, because with this section you can tell your customers how much this shoes is good in terms of like fitting, in terms of the size, if it's true to size or not. And it's very easy to customize this one because you just need to go in here and decide. So first, let's say instead of fit, I'm going to put size. Segments, I will have, let's say, I need to have a prime number because I need to have like 5 segments you want to have. I guess 5 is fine. You can put, for example, how many active segments. So let's say it's large, small, or true to size. So you choose this one. I'm going to remove this one and actually make it a 3, so it's true to size. And then you can show or hide labels. I prefer to show them, and in here you can change the label text. If you go to Adidas, for example, you will notice that they offer something similar in here. So they have comfort, quality, size, and width. You can apply the same thing using this new feature from the Symmetry theme. I guess this is going to be very, very powerful and very functional for any shoes store. Okay, you can add many of these, like let's say fit scales if you wish. I guess this feature is going to be very beneficial and very essential for any shoes store. Now going back in here, we can click on add block and explore more blocks that we can add. So we have seen this one. We have also the countdowner. It's very similar to what we have seen in video number 1 and video number 2. Countdown timers are very important to create, let's say, scarcity, and they are very, let's say, functional and efficient when you have a sale. So you can always use them in this section as well, especially if you have a limited time sale, or maybe you are launching a product after certain days or something like this. Okay, you have the sharing buttons. I don't usually use them. You have also the complementary products, which is a very nice feature. And if you set up your complementary products within the search and discovery app, you can know exactly how to use it, and you will be able to see like matching, let's say, products with this product. If you don't know anything about how to set up complementary products or how to use the search and discovery app, I highly recommend you to check this video, because in this video I explain to you exactly how to use this app in order to set like the related products and the complementary products. Okay, let's see what other blocks we might have. We have pop-ups if you want to create, for example, a size chart. That pop-ups, this is gonna be very efficient. So let me click on it actually and see. We can select a page. So what you can do is you can create a page on Shopify. I have the size chart within it and link to this page in here. So in this case, you will have a pop-up. When they click it, they see the size chart. This is also something very important, especially for a niche like ours. Okay, if you scroll down after like finishing with the product page, because I think we have explored most of the blocks in here, you can play around if you wish like to try other blocks. If we move in here, down here, we have the related products, which is this section where they recommend related products. Again, you can change the results we see in here using the search and discovery app. So if you want to get, let's say, more conversions out of your related products, and if you want to make them smarter, and if you don't want to rely only on Shopify algorithm, I highly recommend you to use the search and discovery app to set up your complementary and your related products. Now, when you click on Add Sections, you can continue by adding more and more sections to your product page. As I said before, I always think that the more information you provide, the better it is. So in our case, for example, we are selling shoes. What we can provide is provide sections like how to style it. And in this section, we create a gallery showing, for example, different look of how you can wear the shoes. And for this, you can use the gallery section from here, from this theme. And we have seen how to use this gallery section in the video number 2 when we are customizing our homepage. Also, another section that you can add is maybe a section talking about the product's quality. And for this section, for example, you can add a section like the multi-column section that you find it also here. So you can go with this one and let's say show the different processes of how this product is being created. Let's say this is a handmade shoes. You can show behind the scene photos, or maybe you want to add a guide of how to take care of your shoes or how to clean it. Let's say it's a white shoes and you want to highlight this section because many people are afraid of buying white shoes because of this problem. So you can highlight how to clean the white shoes in here and so on. You can see that there are so many sections in here that you can pick from. You have the key features, which could be a very nice section to showcase your product benefits. You have the hotspots, which also a very nice section to showcase your product's benefits. You can, for example, add this section and add a photo in here for your product and highlight the different benefits. For example, handmade, 100% vegan, sustainable, fit to size, and so on. So let's say I picked this photo for the shoes. I can go in here and in each of these hotspots actually add something. So let's say fit to size. And I add like a text related to it. I can also add an icon if I want from here. I can, for example, in the second hotspot add vegan. And for example, here I put something related and I put a related icon. Then I go in here to the third hotspot and I put, for example, sustainable. And I do the same. I can change the hotspot location. For example, this one is outside the image. I can change it. I guess this is the first one, so I can click in here and move it horizontally to be on the shoes. So I will move it even, I need to move it down. Or actually, I need to move it like this. So it's now on the shoes, and as you can see, using these, you can change the hotspot location. I can go in here to this one, for example, which is the vegan. It's outside the zone, so I can change the vertical position, so it's on the shoes, and so on. This section could be very beneficial in here because you can highlight your product benefits in a very smart way. Also, another section that you can use in here is to do shop the look. So let's say you sell shoes and bags that match together. You can have an image of someone wearing them at the same time, and in here you go and you link to the products, you link to the shoes, and you link to the bag, and they will be able to buy them directly from here. So let's say I link to this shoes, and let's assume this is a bag. They can see them from here and they can buy them. This section, in here, everything about this section actually could be dynamic, so it could be unique from one product to another. If you are using this section to recommend a matching bag, this matching bag would be different from one product to another, so you need to assign dynamic sources of your content in here. So instead of selecting a product, you need to go in here and select a dynamic source. Again, if you don't know anything about Metafields and how to use them, I highly recommend you to check my other videos on this YouTube channel, or if you want me to create a special video for you about Metafields and how to use them with the Symmetry theme, let me know in the comment section below and I would be more than happy to help you out. Spoiler alert, guys, I was informed that the new release of the Symmetry theme will have the sticky add to cart on product pages, and this is an amazing feature that I've been waiting for ages. Well, with this feature, your customers can buy the product directly without the need to scroll all the way up to find the add to cart button. So this is an amazing feature and I'm extremely happy it's going to be there in the new Symmetry theme release. The most important thing that you need to focus on while you are customizing and optimizing your product pages is to deliver as much information as possible in the clearest way possible. So use tabs, use sections like galleries, use hotspot sections, use shop the look sections, use icons, frequently asked questions sections to deliver as much information as possible in a very legible way. And as you can see, the Symmetry theme can help you do that because it offers a lot of options and a lot of sections that you can use in order to deliver your information in so many different visual ways. Thank you so much for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I truly appreciate that. Before leaving, I want to invite you to smash the like button, to subscribe to my channel, and to hit the notification bell, because in this way you will get notified each time I publish a new video. Thank you again and see you next week. Bye bye.